Tyler, I swear, the way that your camera is, it looks like I guess that's like a plant in the background. It looks like it was part of your hair, like sticking out from under the headphones.
I mean, like that.
It's just.
I can see what you mean.
It was just lined up so perfectly.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes again.
Ah! Yes.
It's like
It's the same. It's the same color. It's the same color and everything. This is gonna be a great start to our podcast.
Oh gosh, that's actually rather hilarious.
I swear that's what I thought it was.
So what are we gonna call this? Like, hello, everyone. This is Naughty Senpai. Where I don't know, shit happens.
Pretty much. Oh man.
So to introduce everyone, I am Bjorn. And with me today is Garrett and Tyler. So we are doing awesome. I do not have a webcam, so therefore you just are seeing my awesome gay piano sounds. Also, I am drinking, which is fun, and I somehow became the host of this, which I don't mind at all. So it's just continue. Oh yeah, fuck you too. So just like get this podcast kind of, or whatever the hell this is, kind of started. What have you guys been like watching / playing recently? Like in the past, like, I don't know, 2-4 weeks.
Define play.
Like actively, it's like a fucking video game or whatever.
I'm kidding.
Jackass.
Garrett, you start.
Let's see here. I started up. I've been, well, obviously, I think we can, both me and Tyler can say, we've been putting in quite a bit into Super Mario Lost Levels. Good time.
So how's that been going for you guys?
Good
I have not
times.
heard anything besides like the random posts you guys make to me or something like that.
So yeah. Some of us are playing the game the right way without skipping any levels, and then some of us like.
I skipped 1.5 worlds. That's it.
It's 1.5.
Yeah.
Out of the 8 worlds there are, I skipped 1.5.
That's more than an eighth of the entire game.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
well. Hey, at least I didn't credit Swarp or something.
So like anything else you've been anything else you've been playing or watching at all?
Been trying to catch up on One Piece. Haven't really been watching any other anime lately. Although I have been getting a lot of people to, like, cause where I work at Hastings, a lot of people usually come in. We actually get a lot of people come in to buy anime, and I'll usually get them to buy some good ones, like Is This a Zombie? Because, Is This a Zombie is actually probably one of my all-time favorites.
I like, just as a side note, I actually really love Is This a Zombie? I don't like that I don't own it, but like, I actually I really enjoyed that show. One of my friends like really got me like after I watched the first season. I told him like, oh, you gotta watch the second season. It's not as good, but still pretty good. But yeah, I do enjoy that show quite a bit.
It's pretty good. And,
I like the random humor for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Other than that, I've really just been playing some old school games like Super Star Wars. Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
I hate my life.
Is it as frustrating as Mario the Lost Levels?
Let's just say it's got the frustration of Mario Lost Levels plus an added really bad 16-bit like flying segment that you have no idea where you're going half the time. I would say it's actually more frustrating than Lost Levels.
That sucks.
Where you not being able to tell where you're flying, that kind of sounds like a Battletoads thing right there.
Yeah, I've
with
also
that freaking bike scene, you're going fast as hell and you can't even tell what's coming up. You just have to randomly guess, pretty much.
So
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, speaking of like just like Battletoads, like kind of like a side segment, like since I work at GameStop, like for the past like I don't know, like since I started working, we've gotten like just random fucking kids calling and like, hey, do you guys have Battletoads? It's like just all the fucking time. Like all the time, and I'm gonna be really excited when they release Battletoads on like something. It's like, yeah, you can buy it for this for $14.99. Like, oh, okay,
Oh.
and then they just stops them. Just screw those fucking kids.
No, they'll look good as something else retarded, like, do you guys carry Mother 3?
Isn't Mother 3 the only one that came over to the States?
No, that was
No.
Mother 2.
That's
Yeah.
Mother 2, okay.
Yeah, which is known as Earthbound.
Which is, I've heard, is a great game.
It is. I've actually been playing. It's been a little while since I was playing it, but I've played through a good bit of it so far, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I have to put that on my huge pile of games to play. So, moving on from what Garrett has done, what have you been like watching / playing, Tyler?
Watching pretty much nothing really. The last thing that I actually really watched a lot of was
Markiplier?
No, I'm talking about like actual show stuff. I actually marathoned all 10 seasons of Red vs. Blue. Well, all the 10 seasons and the 10-year box set. And then I've been starting up on season 13 now. Which actually I need to watch the most recent episode that just came out today. Playing-wise, I've just mainly been focusing on Star Wars The Old Republic and the first Witcher game. Because I haven't played any of the Witcher games, and since 3's coming out later this month, I was wanting to try to catch up a little bit on it. Other than that, not much really.
So I missed everything you said because my brother came in to grab my DS to play Monster Hunter, but that's okay. And he will need my charger, so I'll probably be back for that. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it to him. We can jump cut this, which is awesome.
No, it can't. I don't feel like editing. We're just gonna fill in the blank
See,
space.
this is why he's
What?
too lazy to edit stuff.
Hey, I'm the one doing all of the. I'm capturing everything. All right, give me credit for that. All right,
Ooh.
I got the stuff. I got this.
You got the
I got
stuff
the- I got
recording,
the-
but you're too lazy to edit it.
Bruh, it's not even the editing. It's the what you call it, when you like have to save it and export and everything. That's what takes a long time.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, so awesome week, I hope, or whatever. Fucking, I don't know. I already forgot. Awesome things that have been happening. So I'm assuming you talked about the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to say I put in, I think the last time I checked for my main character on the Old Republic, I put in like 38 days into that game. So yeah, and then my one of my alts I put in, I want to say 15 days, and another alt I put in 8 days. So yeah, I played a lot of time in that game. The fact I can put into fucking days is just astonishing to me. But yeah, so I think I'm the last one to go for what I've been watching / playing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's go. So I have probably been watching the most out of all of us. Just with probably because I've been really keeping up with the current season. Like out of the shows I've been watching, I've been haven't watched the current episodes of Blood Blockade Battlefront. I've been watching Heroic Legends of Arslan, Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan, and that's just all with Funimation. Let me bring up my Crunchyroll account so I can remember everything I've done. But I do know I've been watching Nisekoi, I've been watching Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon?
Yes, it's very wrong.
It's very wrong. Sound Euphorium, I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying, Season 2. But my top 2 ones have definitely been Fate Stay Night, Season 2. which has been really, really good so far. Just a few complaints about it, but those are very, very minor nitpicks about them. And then my, which I've enjoyed like a hell of a lot, has been My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu 2, which is the second season. It's been phenomenal. I've been keeping up with the, and then just episode reviews with it, which has been very insightful for what's been going on with that show. What I've been playing, I played I don't know, I played a little bit of like Fate, Type 0. I've started for the third time Dark Souls. I recently bought it for my PS3, and then so yeah, I've gotten quite a bit.
Nice.
In the past, like, I don't know how long. So, yeah, also, like, and then I'm like, my Vita I've been playing. I've also been playing Majora's Mask. Also been playing Star Story Saga, Wrath of the Curry God. And, I can't remember what else. But I've been playing way too much. I can't keep track of it all.
Fun.
So yeah, I've been busy. Also been working a hell of a lot, so that's been keeping me busy in school and stuff like that. So yeah, so I guess what's next on the docket is like any new purchases and stuff like that, like recent purchases at all, or I'm gonna extend that into until any like purchases you're looking like, are there like anything that's coming out that you're really looking forward to or anything like that? Let's start with Tyler this time.
Purchase-wise, I haven't been buying much recently other than my webcam, my computer, and all that. But of course, the computer was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a little while ago. Like,
yeah, that was like
a week or two now?
It's been about 2.5 weeks, I think.
Nice.
But then also, I did buy a whole bunch of comics for Free Comic Book Day. Because they were dirt cheap, and I got a stack like that thick full of them.
Nice.
And then got a bunch of other free stuff while I was there, and then I am waiting on the premium edition of Darker Than Black to come in.
Cool.
And then Knights of Sidonia whenever they release it, because Sentai always releases their stuff almost a month early, so I don't know when I'll be getting it.
I don't think that's actually Sentai doing that. I think that's actually just Right Stuff.
Well, actually, what was it? Their Fate Khalid Prisma Ilya?
Yeah.
We actually got it at my Walmart like 2 weeks before the release date.
Like that's like before if we put it on the shelves, or like as soon as
no, we actually had it put on shelves 2 weeks before the street date for it.
Well, yeah. If I remember correctly, how that works with like Sentai, like just like from like what like and like Answer Man, like, which I highly recommend reading if you want like any insightful, like any like just like minor information, whether it be technical or like the business side of how anime happens. Companies don't like it when you break street date. No companies do. Unless like Funimation, I know they break street date on their own stuff, like at conventions and stuff like that. Like at Anime Detour this year, they like had like the newest set for One Piece, so like was supposed to come out like 3-4 weeks, and they had it out there for them for people to buy, and a lot of people were really happy about that. But since anime companies are so small, at least here in the States, they can't really like complain to like these big publishers, like big retailers like Target, Walmart. Hey, Target barely sells anything. Like Walmart or Best Buy are the two main ones, and like even Right Stuff, they can't really complain to, like about them like releasing stuff before the street date. Like big companies like Disney gets really protective about their street dates. Like I remember like Finding Nemo, like I can't remember which retailer, but like they fined it for every single Blu-ray that was sold for that, and like it almost I think they had to shut down the store because of that.
Wow.
Yeah, like retailers like even like video game retailers, if like we at like just like at GameStop, if we release a game, if we put like even like a game on the shelf before the release date, we can get fined for it. Like, because we're technically breaking street day for that. It's a huge deal. Like, we can get. It's like not just like, oh, you did this for this title. It's like, how many copies did you sell? You're gonna get fined for every single copy. It's nuts.
I actually had to do something at Walmart once with a game. What was it? Infamous Second Son, when it was about to come out. My Walmart actually had it sitting on the store shelves a week before the release date.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, I think you guys better put this up like right now.
Yeah, I think I walked I do used to be a Walmart right by my I get my work at GameStop, and I don't like, personally, I don't mean any offense to you, Tyler, at all, but I don't like every Walmart that much. But anyways, the Walmart by my house, I don't by my work, not my house. I don't really care for Walmart too much, but I went in there and I actually took a picture of Walmart having Call of Duty Ghosts on their shelf two or 3 days before the launch, before street date. And I even tweeted it to Activision themselves, like, you guys want this out?
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know, nothing came of it.
Huh.
But yeah.
So should I talk about what my purchases are now?
Yeah, you should. Like, anything else? Anything you're looking forward to at all?
So I guess the main thing is the other day I picked up this PSP from old game stores in pretty good condition, because
Nice.
I kind of missed out on a lot of PSP games back when I had one. So I started getting back into collecting for those, because there's actually there's a really good selection of games on the PSP that are really overlooked. And so when I got it, I got the Third Birthday, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, you have to have that if you have a PSP. Daxter from Jak and Daxter, obviously, and The Legend of Heroes: A Tear of Vermilion, which is an RPG by Falcom. It was published by Bandai. So
Okay.
Oh, Falcom. They're the same company that makes the Weiss series.
yeah, that's what it was. It was from the creators of Weiss, Brandish, and Sorcerian series. So I got that, as well as I was in GameStop recently and I picked up Final Fantasy X/10-2 HD for the Vita.
Okay, did you buy that? I honestly, sorry to interrupt you, but did you buy that like brand new?
I did
really
not.
hope you did.
I did not, only because the used copy was sitting out there, and I was like, oh. But I actually opened the case, and it still had the voucher for 10-2 inside it, and I got home with it, and it actually worked. So
Okay, because I was about to say, because yeah, the 10-2 is just a voucher.
yeah, so I made sure, and plus I told him, because I mean, I know about the GameStop policy, so I told them if the voucher didn't work, if I could bring it back, because it was a used product, and then I'll just spend $2 more and buy a new copy. So, but yeah, it ended up working, so that worked out pretty nice for me.
So let me get this
really
straight. Let me get this straight. Technically, they sell a copy of the game for 10-2.
So,
But you technically only get the first game physically, and the second game you download digitally.
on the box itself, it actually says 10-2, like on the front cover. It says 10-2 is a digital download code. So
Right
it's an actual thing, like right there, like that's like one of the things that they're able to, like, you can point to, like, hey,
Why
it
couldn't
does
they-
say it on the box.
Why couldn't they have just done two cards?
Because
Because it would be confusing with two cards. And also, like, just the standard Vita cases are just only made for one card. This is kind of how it is.
it's just,
Like, I'm not gonna
just saving
complain
money.
like too much, but like, whatever.
It's just 10-2.
It's just 10-2. I don't even know what 10-2 like really is like. I've only played 10, so.
Yeah.
Well, 10-2 is the sequel story that continues off.
You don't say.
Yeah, well, speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm actually hoping to get Final Fantasy 10-2 for my PS4, so I'm looking forward to that.
And also,
Anyways, what else are you buying or looking forward to buy?
I guess for recent purchases, haven't really purchased any other anime recently. What do I have over here? I did get a couple of things from clearance at Hastings the other day. A lot of our anime rentals were being put on clearance, so I got the first season of Spice and Wolf. This was the DVD only release, but it was only $3.
So I'm jealous because I love Spice and Wolf. I don't own the anime, but I own a lot of the manga. So I'm actually really jealous.
And this specific release is actually out of print, and it goes for about $50. Yeah, like they have like all the new re-releases and everything, but that specific release, this was the first release of it, so it goes for quite a bit more. I got that. I got The Sword of the Stranger, which I have not watched yet, but this was it's a movie. It actually looked really good.
That's directed by the same guy who directed Kanan, and he also did like one like other show for Bones as well. Oh, he did what was it called? The one where they were referencing Shakespeare a lot. It was done by Bones, Studio Bones. It was
Romeo and Juliet.
No, it was dealing with like magic, where the only magic they could use was defensive magic. It started off a B, and it's owned by Aniplex. Aniplex has license for it.
I have no idea.
Oh, what is it called? I am going to look this up.
Blast of Tempest?
That's it. He also directed Blast of Tempest.
Okay.
He's also directing the Kickstarter anime Under the Dog. Iso, I can't remember his name. Like he's a really good action director, so I'm looking forward to Under the Dog. So
are you sure it's the same guy? Because this says Masashiro Ando.
That's it. That's Ando.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's Ando.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. So
yeah. All right. So there was that. I also got both parts to Kaze no Stigma for $2 a piece. So got the whole series for $4.
Nice.
And I also got a classic Project Echo for $1.50.
I have not seen that.
I have not either. But I do plan on watching it. As far as upcoming releases, obviously I'm looking forward to Witcher 3, which I actually got for free. I guess I can talk about that. When I upgraded...
So you got Witcher 3 for free?
Yeah, that's what I was about
I did too.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. When I bought... when we both... What?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh. Well, it's not out yet. We can't talk about the game.
Yeah.
But, no, we got it for free. Well, we got access to get it for free when it comes out, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think GameStop is doing the same thing, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it was our,
I'm telling the thing. You shut up.
Well, you stopped telling the thing, so I'm telling the thing.
No. So when we got our computers, because we got the NVIDIA graphics card, basically they were having a promotion where if you got an NVIDIA graphics card, you got the game for free.
Yeah, it had to be anywhere between the 960 to the 980, and you would get the game for free.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. I'm jealous.
Be jealous. So there's Witcher 3, obviously. Obviously, really excited for Persona 5. Whenever we're gonna hear more details on that, hopefully at E3. Hopefully. And along with that, obviously Persona 4 Dancing All Night, because gotta have my Nanako dancing mini games.
I gotta have my Persona dancing game.
Just
my Persona rhythm game. That's what it's called.
So there's that. I'm looking forward to. They don't have any kind of dates for it yet, but when Sentai is going to be releasing Parasite, because that's actually one of the more recent anime that I watched that I really enjoyed, and I binge watched the crap out of it.
Yeah, I think I was constantly telling you to watch the damn thing.
Yeah,
and, you
and
watch
then
the damn thing
and
until
then,
2 weeks before it ended. You binge watched it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you just gotta tell me to watch the damn thing over
Watch
and
the
over.
damn thing.
Before you
fucker.
do that, you need to watch Evangelion, Mister.
I swear I will.
And then I
come-
need to beat Persona 4 Golden, and then I need to do this. And
No,
then
no,
I
no,
need
no,
to do
no,
that.
no. You need to watch Evangelion first because it's more important.
Yeah.
And
Like I will send you a copy of my stuff so you can watch.
I
it.
will send you a box with the TV series, with the director cuts, and the end of Evangelion. I will literally do that.
There you go. Just don't sell it on eBay.
Yeah, please don't.
Hey Bjorn, I did the thing.
You did the thing.
So yeah, Parasite, that was good. So I'm looking forward to the collector's edition for that. And what else is coming out soon? Oh yeah, obviously the upcoming anime games, I guess, that are coming out for the PS4 and the Vita, such as let's see, we're getting Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax,
Neptunia Victory 2.
J-Stars Victory Versus Plus, which I'm really looking forward to. Obviously getting that one for the PS4 because
Is it sad I'm actually more excited for Victory 2 than those other two games?
Well,
yes.
Well, you love Neptunia though.
I do love Neptunia.
Like I've played maybe 4. No, scratch that. 15 minutes of Neptunia.
Wait,
Just
did you
the first
play?
one
Did
for
you play?
PS3.
Oh, the first one.
I never even got into the gameplay though. So
The first one. I refused to play the first one.
I bought it, got to the point where I felt like a pervert, and then I returned it.
The first one on PS3 was terrible. Even the developers knew it was pretty bad. That's why they recreated it on the Vita, and they completely changed everything in it.
Which I need to buy.
The Vita one's good. I actually played it, and it's actually good. But the first one, the music was terrible. The gameplay was terrible. Combat and everything. A lot of stuff was just very badly done in it.
Okay, now I have to ask this since we are on the subject. For the newest Neptunia game, are you getting the collector's edition with the body pillow?
Oh, that's for Action Unleashed. That's on the Vita. Yeah. If it doesn't sell out before I buy it, yeah.
I had to ask that.
Even though I don't have a pillow to be able to use for it, I'm going to buy one
You
eventually.
still have
maybe.
the case for it, so.
Still got the case for it. Maybe I'll
And
buy
you
the
can
pillow
buy a
later
pillow
on.
later.
Okay, so J-Stars, that's coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I actually am really looking forward to that because, I mean, come on, you get to play as everyone from, Yusuke Urameshi to Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter to freaking Kin from Fist of the North Star, so it's got...
And what's it?
I thought Gon was a support character.
No, Gon is playable. Killua might be a support character, but I know Gon is in fact playable. I think Killua is support, but Gon, yes, it is playable because I did have it a while back. I had the Japanese version for the Vita, and Gon was playable.
What about what's his name from Beelzebub?
Yeah,
He's playable.
Oga's in there. He's playable, and he's the only one from there. They don't have. I don't think there's any other characters in there
There
even
is
for
none
support.
from other.
Yeah. Obviously you got some JoJo's in there.
I think also Rurouni Kenshin is in there.
Yes, Rurouni Kenshin's in there. And
It's a lot of
Assassination Classroom.
I don't know much of the characters from Assassination Classroom. Even though I've seen a few episodes of the anime, I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
But the one thing I have to say about that game, it's really nice to see a lot of the interest for Japanese games are coming out. I'm personally not that interested in that game, but I want to purchase it just to let them know that, hey, there's a market here for this game. I'm literally putting $60 down to say, hey, I want to more of this stuff. I want more. the producers in Japan and say, hey, like there's money in this market in America now.
Yeah.
Let's put more our shit out there for them.
Yeah.
So that's
I still think the most surprising game announcement for Western release I have ever heard the past like few years was the fact that the Toho games are actually getting a digital release here in the US.
okay. I did not hear about that. That's cool.
Yeah, that actually was announced not too long ago, and I was like, wow, really? That's like one of the most niche things that you can go right there.
That's really cool. So
I enjoy playing them because they're challenging.
so
yeah, that along with Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 and One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Those are like the main ones that I am looking forward to.
Nice.
Coming up.
So
well, you're not looking forward to Attack on Titan?
Good.
No.
I
mean, I'll probably buy it eventually, like just to have it. But
if I remember correctly, it's a digital only game.
Yeah, it is digital only.
Yeah, that's what I always tell my customers and stuff like that. I want to buy it just to have more just have more games come out here.
Plus, apparently, in the podcast I was telling you about the other day or earlier today, the Atlas PR guy said when you buy the game, you actually get a free 3DS theme with it for Attack on Titan.
Ooh, but I have a Persona Q theme with it. Oh well, whatever. So yeah, anything else at all?
Not that I can think of right now.
I need a Persona Q theme to go with my Persona Q 3DS.
I actually bought the Persona Q theme to go with my Persona Q 3DS. It's really nice. Like when you just like idle on something after like the sound of it turns off, it has this background music to it that's really cool.
And then
I really like it.
And then using the Persona Q carrying case.
Yeah.
I have that as well, yes.
Yeah, but have you beaten Persona Q, Tyler?
I haven't even played Persona Q.
I haven't beaten Persona Q. I think I'm like 10 hours into it and I saw it and I just stopped. I think it was playing Majora's Mask then, and I got to the temple I don't like.
I don't think we need to go on my list of games I haven't even started or have beaten yet.
Yeah, neither do I, but we should go on to what I have purchased and stuff like that, because I haven't said anything at all.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to us, Mr. Gay Piano Nerd.
So I think the very most recent thing I have purchased has been Volume 4 of Witchcraft Works. I read the scans of it, and then I watched the anime and I really enjoyed it. So so far I think they've announced 6 volumes of it coming out in the States, and I pre-ordered all of them. Yeah, I love it. It's really good. It's not like the greatest thing on earth, but I love it. I'm also really excited for the author. He's coming out with a new manga pretty soon, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Besides that, anime-wise, oh gosh, I don't think I've purchased anything since I bought Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works Blu-ray box set #1, and Kabuki Monogatari. So yeah, that's about it for my purchases as of late. And at least for anime and video games, I've bought what have I bought? I bought a couple of the Atelier video games. What was it? I can't even read the fucking title. Meru, The Apprentice of Arland, and Aisha, The Alchemist of Dusk. And then I also bought Catherine. I also bought Dark Souls. I'm also planning on buying the Metal Gear Legacy Collection. What else have I bought? I also bought Entrant Mystery Dungeon. Besides that, I've also bought Final Fantasy Type 0. That was a while ago, though. And then I've had a lot of stuff, actually. Wow. And like just stuff I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2, I think is what it's called.
Devil Survivor 2, Record Breaker, yeah.
That's it, Record Breaker. I have that one pre-ordered. I also have I also pre-ordered Final Fantasy 10, 10-2, because I want the I really want the calendar. Like my experience with like 10-2 has been with what I went to like when I was like really little when the game first came out. I didn't own a PS2 for I never owned a PS2 actually. The first Sony console I owned was the PS4.
Wow.
And yeah, I bought that right before The Last of Us came out. Like near the end of the cycle, and both of you are shaking your heads.
Been a Sony guy since the start.
I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so I really can't complain.
Actually,
can't say much.
Honestly, I think the PSP was my first Sony console. Now that I think about it, and the first one huh?
The first like non-Nintendo thing I bought was an Xbox 360.
Yeah, like,
and that was so I could play Halo, Mass Effect.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, the first non-Nintendo console I had was the PSP, and it was like right around when the 2000 models came out. I had like the special Star Wars edition one. It was like white and had Darth Vader on the back.
Yes.
That one's awesome. I've seen that one.
That was the first PSP I ever had.
Yeah, I used to have that one until my brother broke it like 3 times.
Wow.
Dropped it down the stairs, broke off the back. We lost it for about 4 months in a closet for some reason.
That's lame.
Let's see, then there was another part where he broke the thing that held the battery in, so we had to take the battery door on it. And then eventually it just broke, period.
Back to it. Other things like I'm looking forward to. I need to I'm a huge Ufotable fanboy. I've actually like bought in games that they've done the animation work for, like the opening or just like the animation cutscenes that are in the game, because they worked on it. There's actually, Garrett, you might like this. There's a I don't know if you mentioned, if you were the one who mentioned it to me, but there's a PSP game coming out.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were the one who mentioned to me that Ufotable worked on, and like I really need to.
Oh god, what was that? What was it called again? I know there was 2 different games. I know one of them was Class of Heroes 5. I can't remember what the other one was.
The other one was the Ufotable one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called though, but I want it. I want to own it. It's like I want to get God Eater. Like,
yeah.
I want to, like, I'm also like, and I need to get God Eater for the PSP.
They're making a God Eater anime actually by Ufotable.
They are, and it's being done by Ufotable. They're adding a brand new character to it, and they're also having all the original cast members are still there for their characters and stuff like that. And so I'm actually really looking forward to that, just because I love Ufotable's artwork. I love like their animation styling and stuff like that. Even like the 3D they add to it is really just beautiful. But anyways, I'm looking forward to that. I'm also I need to get speaking of Ufotable again, I need to buy the Garden of Sinners. It was Eternal Summer or something like that. I can't remember the actual title of it off the top of my head, but I need to get that from Anybucks of America. Then, which fucking expensive. Mm-hmm. I'm also looking forward to Darker Than Black Season 1 on Blu-ray. Really looking forward to that. And then I'm also looking forward to JSR Victories vs. Plus. I have that pre-ordered. I'm also looking for the other X-Blaze, the sequel to X-Blaze, X-Blaze called Embryo. The sequel to that is coming out in September. There's also the I'm looking forward to the My Little Monster Blu-ray DVD premium edition from NAS America. So I really love that rom-com. It's really, really adorable and really, like, it's makes me fuzzy feelings inside. Besides that, I'm trying to think of anything else. It's like maybe a few shows I just can't remember the name of that I looked up just today. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I think Bones is doing a new show next season. Prison Schools anime adaptations coming out next season, and then Monster Musume's anime adaptations coming out next season. I'm really looking forward to that. Gotta get my monster girls. Gotta get my monster girls.
Tyler, do you have to be typing so loud?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to type loud.
You are typing really loudly.
Very loud. Alright, so, anyways, we've been recording for a while now, so, do you wanna go ahead and wrap this up, guys? Do you have anything else that you would like to talk about before we end this podcast?
Yeah, I think that's like on some things we were talking about for the pre-podcast recording. Like, it's like any like E3 stuff we're looking forward to, or any conventions. Like, I'm personally like really excited for just to see what the fuck Nintendo's up to.
Yeah,
honestly,
seriously.
I just want them to announce something that is of note worth. Like, Splatoon is coming out pretty soon. Like I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for, like, not because I don't own a Wii U yet, but I'm really excited for people to actually like play a game that isn't Mario, that isn't Zelda, isn't anything that Nintendo has, like, is a brand new property. Like, just not like a rehash of anything.
Yeah.
It would be awesome if they announced like a new Platinum game for it, because I know a lot of people really love Platinum for their character action games and stuff like that. I personally don't care for character action games because I didn't get into them when I was younger. I would like to get into them, but I just want to see Nintendo do something. I want to see Sony, like, I want to see Square Enix announce stuff, at least something.
Yeah.
Like, if anything.
Like,
besides, but yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
Like besides Final Fantasy 15, which they already put a demo out. I want to see something from what's another game creator? I just can't think of at the moment. I believe like you said something like, again, pre-show stuff like BioWare is going to show something for Mass Effect 4, which is awesome. I want to see if BioWare puts out anything for the expansions for Dragon Age, Inquisition. I want to see if like, again, for like any other major publishers to put out something worth of note to get me excited for any games coming out. Besides that, Persona 5.
Yeah, Persona 5.
Persona 5.
The main thing I'm looking forward to at E3, actually, besides Persona 5, is apparently Bethesda is going to be having their own conference at E3 this year, so maybe we'll finally have some news on Fallout 4. I'm really hoping.
Anything that they're doing. Like, I actually am. This is a little side note. I actually was able to speak with someone who works for Bethesda, but he works in their support center, and it's not like customer support. It's more of internal support, how incorporating like stuff like. I even was able to ask him a question like how did they handle like stuff between like what was it, like the guys who made The Evil Within, the Japanese studio that made that. Like I asked him like how did they handle like in between those studios, like Japan, like them really not speaking English, like how do they handle that, and like he gave some pretty interesting insight like of how like just the business inside works. Like he obviously could not say anything about anything like related to the games coming out, any speculation for games at all, which kind of sucked. But I was really happy to see that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to basically announcing anything, like anything we haven't heard of.
Yeah.
I want Ubisoft to say something with the Division. I'm taking up a lot of talking because I have to pay attention to this a lot for my work.
And then
no one cares, Tyler.
we should be getting more news. Where they're supposed to be showing the new build for Mass Effect 4 there as well, which I'm really excited for. And then people are wondering if they're actually going to show their new IP that they're working on at E3 as well.
Also,
like I was just gonna ask, like I haven't heard anything about BioWare's new IP.
Yeah, they're keeping it up in wraps right now. They still haven't even announced that they're going to talk about it at E3 yet.
Like I didn't even know like BioWare was working on a new IP. That's how like out of the loop I am for BioWare because like
Oh yeah, they
I was
announced it. They announced it last year at E3 when they talked about Mass Effect 4.
like I've been looking for anything like this like related to like Dragon's Age Inquisition. It's like I've heard nothing but besides that stuff. Like I knew they're like working on Mass Effect 4 or whatever the heck they're calling it. But I'm looking. Yeah, I just want to see something from BioWare, something from Square Enix, like it's something besides Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Also,
Maybe.
how about I know you already mentioned this to you, Bjorn. You don't really have much of an opinion on it. Yooka Laylee.
Oh yeah. What are your thoughts on it, Tyler? Because you know my opinions. I can express them a little bit later.
I'm actually kind of excited for it. It's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, made by a lot of the same team that worked on the original games, which I'm real excited for.
Yeah.
And hopefully we don't have another disaster that was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
We don't speak of such dark times.
That game can go die in a fire.
No, I mean from what we've already seen with the gameplay trailers, I think we can honestly say this is going to. They know who their fan base is now. They know what people want. That was the whole reason for they did the Kickstarter, so they can make the best experience possible. Which I don't know what it is right now, but last I checked, it was getting close to 1.3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
And they just put that up like 3 days ago.
Yeah, not even 3 days. Like at the time of this podcast, I think it went up yesterday morning.
No.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday.
I heard about it.
I don't know.
Well, the time is 12:30 a.m. Central. So yesterday I actually heard it about like I was at work this morning and just checked my phone and I saw a bunch of messages from my coworkers saying like, "Oh, we should back this game." I'm like, okay, maybe. Like Garrett, you've heard it. I don't know if Tyler has. Like, I was never like a huge fan of Banjo-Kazooie. I played as a kid. I really enjoyed it, but like, I kind of want to keep it there, like just to kind of expand upon it, like just kind of like just fond memory of playing the game. I own the original for my N64, and I haven't played it much yet at all. Like just to go back to it at all because I've had the desire to. I just kind of bought it just to own it. Just really, but so yeah, but I more than likely will play Yooka Laylee. I more than likely will buy a physical copy of it, or like a really good, like if they have for a collector's edition, I'll buy the collector's edition. I like those.
I actually just checked it. They're right below 2 million right now.
Seriously?
They're literally only a little over $5,000 below 2 million.
Are you? Wow, that much. Yeah. I checked it only a few hours ago. It was only it's still 1.2. Holy crap!
That's nuts.
That is amazing. Have they added any new stretch goals?
Hold on. I don't think they have.
2 million. That. Wow.
Here. Well, they already passed this one, I think. 1 point. Well, of course, this is. Was this pounds, euros?
They better do like.
That's pounds.
Ultra.
They got the best orchestral score. Additional funding also helps to continue to polish the game to the nth degree. But there are other ones that they added. They had like the 1 million thing, but of course I hate that they're using pounds for the thing on there since it's a UK game because the conversion rates is real weird.
So just to as from what I've heard, if anyways, it's like a general thing. Like obviously if yen divided by 100, you get US dollars. For euro, I think if you times it by 2, you get US dollars. Like generally, the yen right now is really bad. I think it's 120 yen to the dollar.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the euro. So what was 8 million, or 1.5 million for what, the euro? I'm confused now. I confused myself really hard.
It's a lot. Let's just leave it at that.
It's a lot of fucking
Yeah,
money.
that's all that matters in the end. So
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't know. I don't have the page up in front of me right now, but I really hope that they can fulfill their stretch goals without going over budget. Because I know that for Kickstarters, that's a lot of a huge problem with them. Is that when they get these exuberant amounts of funds, they tend to overdo their budget for when it comes to what the backers, what they offer to the backers. Sometimes they go over a lot of times they go over. This happened with the Time of Eve Kickstarter. I know from listening to the A&N podcast. I talk about A&N a lot, but because they're good sources. With the Time of Eve, they overdid their budget. I think they received like $2 million, and with they upgraded the collector's edition of it to the point where they wanted to package it so much that they went over their budget.
wow.
What they received for Kickstarter.
Star Citizen kind of did the same thing, though they stopped at 65 million for the stretch goals. They stopped at 65 million, and as of right now, they're about almost $81.4 million into raising funds. So they stopped with the stretch goals, and they've been gaining a lot more money for funding, just in case they went over budgets on anything.
Yeah, so like a lot of what I mean for over budget, that it's the professionals that making their games and stuff like that. They know how to budget. At least they should know how to budget their games. Like with again, another example, Under the Dog, they actually broke it down to say, hey, it was this is how much money it would cost just to do the animation portion of it. This is how much it would cost just to fulfill our backer goals and stuff like that. So they broke it down a lot, and it's that's a lot of money. But when you overpromise what you've received, it can be a little intimidating to just go all out for all these different things. Like with the Time of Eve, the woman who was in charge of the Kickstarter, she said when we started receiving all these funds, we started adding stretch goals and stuff like that, and then but then they had a problem later on. We got this really nice packaging, but we wanted to protect it while it shipped, so that it didn't get damaged at all and because of that they went over budget. So it's when you get more money, you want to put more into it because you've received all of this money. You want to give them something worthwhile, but you have the tendency to go over what you've received, and then you have to put in your own money, and you start losing money because of that.
Yep. All right, so
that's just my only concern.
All right, so any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, because then we'll keep going.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Garrett /GameTech. In the top right hand is...
I don't know what's on your side.
I don't know what's on the screen.
That's Tyler. So
yes, Tyler, also JT Master.
Yes, and over in the top left we have Gay Piano Noises /Bjorn.
Bjorn. I also go by Mantis. So
that is a horrible outro, Garrett. It's a horrible outro. Get out of here, scrub.
It's our first time. We're scrub lords, okay?
All right.
Scrub lords.
All right.
But thank you guys for watching, and catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.